It's June 2nd and I am on my way to go meet a client for a one-day workshop. I'm excited they're flying in from Detroit and we got a lot of work to do.
We can go back, we can go to the other side, where dreams can come alive, come alive, come on. We can fall back, we can.
You know, driving to this meeting, I was thinking about, for the past 9 years, the market's been really up and doing really well. And a lot of you that have been doing your agency has not gone through a down market where clients are freaking out and people are not spending a lot of money. And I just want to let you know it is coming. I don't know if it's coming next week or a month or a year or even a couple years from now, but the market can't always go up. And so you got to be prepared of what you're going to do and how you're going to react to it. Too many people, kind of freeze up because their clients, their biggest clients, stop spending money, and then you start freaking out. But when this happens, this is your biggest opportunity to kind of rise on top of everybody else. When we started Solar Velocity, 2 years in, 9/11 happened, and we took that as a huge opportunity and we used that as major growth in order to get some of the bigger clients that we wanted. Same thing happened in 2008 when the market crashed. We excelled and we kept growing. There's great opportunity when everybody else freaks out, and I want you guys to know that. And the cool thing is the non-legitimate people, the people that freak out, they'll go out of business. And you can, because I know all of you watching, you guys have legitimate businesses and you guys can really excel.
Don't lock your love down, let it move around. Don't break my heart.
Hello. Hey, good. Room 1?
Room 1.
All right.
Second door on the left.
Cool, thanks.
Don't lock your love down. Don't lock your love down. From the deep sea.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Hey, man.
We can change the time. Tonight we come alive, come alive, come on. We can stand down. We can go.
So I'm in this workshop and I'm sitting with a gator. I think we're gonna have to end this pretty soon. That's Nick. What? We can't do this.
Our voices call. Don't lock your love down, let it move around. Don't break my heart and turn.
Us three get into a room, it's easy for us three to start patting each other on the back and like, oh yeah, we got it figured out. And there's no outside perspective, there's no
or
like
totally be on different pages and not come
and
up with
get
any
pissed off.
solution. Yeah, with the agency side of things, I think it's really hard for people to, unless you've been in it, to understand the dynamics of what agency life is, because it's so fast paced and it's kind of chaotic. So even if you talk to like a traditional business coach, like they have no clue what it takes on this kind of level, and the newness. We were talking about this too. And half the job is trying to keep up with whatever's new. So it's like, forget about HR and lead funnels and all that stuff. It's like you gotta keep on top of the.
Every model has changed when you think about business in this arena. The way you do HR, the way you do projects, the way you do sales, all of that is different than what some of the older models or disciplines, the absolutes. None of that really is relevant to what we're doing now.
I think the bottom line of what we kind of pulled away from this, and what I was hoping we would, is that this would save us a bunch of time. And I really do feel like we just saved ourselves 12 months of asking questions and trying, are we doing it or aren't we doing it? We can lay it out. Today we laid it out. So now I feel legit we're ahead of the game. We're gonna go home now with a game plan where if we didn't do this, we'd be developing that game plan.
Or trying to figure it out
Or
together.
trying to figure it out.
And I'm glad that we took the time too to kind of do the inward reflection that we hadn't taken time to do. Of why are we doing this? What are our core value systems? Just stuff that we haven't had time to do. So.
And another piece of this, and this process was qualified by us coming here and locking ourselves in this room for a day. So the prep that we did to do this, like, we took it very seriously. Like, this was an investment for us, a time and a dollar investment, and we took it really serious, and it made us, you know, it made us, yeah, like, hey, we're gonna go down there. We gotta make sure our ducks are in a row, and we're gonna, like, we gotta make sure we got something to show Swenk on the website. Like, we did things and talked about things where it was like, hey, we don't want to go down there and, like, I don't know.
The team, I was like, I need at least a dev link on the new home, just so we can show where our concept is at. So
that thought of a short-term discomfort, you know, this was uncomfortable for us coming down here, but when you make a quality decision, you're going to have those kind of discomforts, and then it's going to ultimately end up in a better outcome. So that's I think that's the takeaway that all of us fundamentally know, but there's a difference between knowing it and doing it.
do you think we are good at the action taking piece of it? So I think half our challenge was getting down the right plan. So we've been trial by firing, like, random strategies and seeing if it would work, and nothing's been, like, sticking. So this is good.
Well, I think you guys you pick that market, and I think that's the hardest part. You know, it's like what I talk about in the playbook. Like, it's like everything builds upon each other, and if you don't know who you're going after, then your positioning is off. If your positioning's off, then your offering's off, and if your offering's off, you're going to prospecting with, like, you're literally going up against the tank, and you got like a little slingshot, and it just doesn't work. So just wrapping up, driving home from the workshop, I had a blast meeting with Nick and his team. They did an amazing job, you know, with the stuff that they prepared for, and now they have a plan of action to go take, which I truly believe that they're going to go do it and hit it big. I mean, their goals are very attainable, and I think we pushed them hard enough in order to take action. And kind of like, you know, they were saying, you know, it's kind of like that gym, and I talked about this in the vlog earlier. You kind of, you know everything you need to do. You're probably doing it for your clients, but really it's very hard to do for yourself, and getting that outside perspective, you know, regardless if you used me or whoever else, I encourage all of you in order to get that third person perspective, because you're too close to it. You're in the weeds, and it's really kind of that curse of knowledge that you have. And really what we did today was simplify a lot of what they're doing in their marketing, where it's very easy to follow, because when you have that curse of knowledge, the people you're chatting with may not understand everything, and then they're not going to speak up letting you know that they're not understanding it, because they'll feel inferior to you. So you got to make sure you're always communicating the right way. Going home, be with the family for the weekend, and then back on Monday I have another workshop with another client coming in that I'm excited about. So busy week, but a good week.